So tonight's matchup again is against Rosehill Christian School and the Bay Area Broncos. I believe the Bay Area's record this year so far is 1-1. They played one other game more than Rosehill. Rosehill has just played the one game last week, a tough-fought game against number 1 ranked Shiner. Took them to the mat all the way down to the wire and just fell short with a 21-17 loss to start the season for the Eagles. But they played well and probably surprised the number 1 ranked team Shiner with a very hard-fought game, and they had to go down to the wire to get the victory. So Jaden Johnson, number 54, I think is going to be handling the center duties tonight for the Eagles, is out there for the coin toss and for tonight's captains. Jaden Johnson actually, incidentally, is being featured tonight by Channel 2. He is one of the Houston area touchdown clubs that got recognized for the preseason Houston area touchdown club. And Channel 2 is going to be doing a feature on Jaden Johnson. So we'll look forward, hopefully pass that information along to you, and you'll be able to watch our very own Jaden Johnson on Channel 2 featured on the sports.
I hope you agree that Coach is really I don't have very much battery. I can get a charger and get it after halftime, too.
So it looks like that Bay Area is going to receive the first kickoff.
I'll keep on flip sides.
Brady Ward, an outstanding kicker for the Eagles, is going to be handling the kickoff return. He was nominated for VIPE for kicker-punter, first-team kicker-punter preseason pick, and is a very steady, very good kicker for the Eagles. Started since he was a freshman, a senior this year.
Number 2, senior Brady Ward steps up for the kickoff.
Bay Area comes on to the field. Just about 7 o'clock. Looks like we're going to start almost on the dot.
Number 5, Bryce Griego.
Number 5, Bryce Griego is back deep for the Broncos, as well as they're going to have
joined by number 2, Smith Nade.
2 men deep. Number 2, Smith Nade, is going to be back for the kicking duties as Brady Ward gets handed the ball from the back judge. Sets it on the tee. Rosehill gets in their formation, and we're just about ready to start off the game. Thank you for everybody who's joining us tonight. This is the Open Mic Broadcast Network, voice of student athletes. And sends the kickoff a little bit short for Brady Sanders, who catches it at the 5-yard line, comes up the middle, and gets about to the 25-yard line before he's brought down by, looks like, number 80. That's going to be Justin Whitmire, is going to be stopped right there in the middle. So Broncos come out to the 25-yard line to set up their offense for the first series.
Justin Whitmire helping on the spot with the kickoff. Here comes the Broncos, first and 10 from the 46-yard.
Broncos come to the lineup with 2 backs in the backfield, quarterback under center, 1 wide to the right. He's going to go with a handoff to the outside, breaks off, and gets a pretty good yardage right off the bat, near the 10-yard, about a 10-yard gain. Looks like he's tackled by number 4, Reed Hauser, and it looks like their first play from scrimmage is just over 10 yards, and that'll be a first down, first play for the Broncos, and that's going to be marked at the 37-yard line. As the Broncos look to get on the scoreboard first as they come up to their offense, quarterback under center, toss out to number 3 to the outside, met behind the line of scrimmage, but is able to spin and get a little bit of something out of nothing. The Eagles had kind of got that sniffed out a little bit and stopped them near the line of scrimmage, but was able to cut back up the middle and get about 6 yards out of the deal before number 40, David Barbado, brings him down. So it'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Broncos. They come up to the line of scrimmage. Ball is marked at the 42-yard line. Quarterback under center. Man in motion. Handoff up the middle, and number 4, Reed Hauser, on the stop. But that's going to be another 1st down for the Broncos as they're establishing a running game early. Rosehill hasn't been able to answer 4 or 5 plays, and that's 2 first downs. Ball's coming towards midfield as the Broncos break the huddle, come to the football. Quarterback under center, 1st and 10. Quick handoff strike up the middle as he breaks free. Ben Nicholson is giving him chase down to the 15-yard line as he broke right through the middle of the line for a big gain for the Broncos. There's going to be a flag on the play right near the tackle. That could be a face mask, could be something. I'm not exactly sure what the call is going to be. Let's see what the referee comes up with. A big gain, nonetheless, gets the ball all the way inside Eagle territory, inside the red zone. The ball is going to be marked around the 15-yard line, even after the penalty. So it's going to be a personal foul, face mask. Face mask called against the Broncos. So that is kind of a rare offensive face mask call there. So that goes in Rosehill's favor, which backs up what a good run is going to be marked at the 30-yard line. So still a good play for the Broncos, but not as good as they had originally got. So Rosehill a little bit on their heels right now on defense as the Broncos come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback under center, hands off to number 2 around the outside. He's got some other good running room. He's going to click off another 8 yards on the outside right there. That's number 2, Smith Nave on the carry. Not anything fancy so far for the Broncos. They're just executing their running plays, and that's another 8-yard pickup there. So it'll be 2nd down and 2 as the Broncos are getting close to the red zone, deep in Eagle territory. Quarterback under center. Quick handoff right up the middle, right at the line of scrimmage. Off the tackle there. Running right through the middle of the defensive line. And right now on the battle of the line of scrimmage, the Bay Area Broncos line is definitely showing the positive side of this matchup so far. Ball is marked at the 12-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Broncos. They're going to hand off to number 2 around the outside. He's got some additional running room. Not sure he's brought down by number 4, Reed Hauser. Maybe number 5, Carlos Davila was probably in on that play over there on that side too as well. But another 8-yard pickup for the Broncos. They're just running down the field in big chunks right now. And Rosehill has got to get some defensive adjustment pretty quick, or this is going to be a long night of a very similar play because it's successful for the Broncos so far. They come to the line of scrimmage, 2nd down, hands off to number 3 up the middle, in for the score. So Bay Area Broncos march down the field pretty quickly, 8 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. So that was only about a 4-minute drive, not one single pass play. They broke a big one for about 35 yards, had a penalty brought back, but they were clicking it off of about 8 to 12-yard chunks pretty easily down for the score. So number 4 is in for the kick, Adam Atwell. Good snap, good hold, and looks like the extra point is good. as the Bay Area Broncos get on the board first here in the game. 8 minutes, 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Bay Area Broncos 7, Rosehill Eagles nothing. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, voice of student athletes. Become a listening partner by visiting the website at obnradio.com. Click on the donate button to become a partner today. These folks have taken advantage of that. Helping Hands Lawn Service in Waller, Texas. Attorney Lee Van Richardson. Prairie View Athletic Club, supporting population since 1988. Prairie View National Alumni Association. Become a member today by dialing 936-857-5817. Well, we're going to get a chance to see Rosehill's offense for tonight, for the first time for tonight. Number 4 is going to be handling the kickoff for the Bay Area Broncos, Adam Atwell. Number 4, Reed Hauser is back deep. Number 6, Ben Nicholson, and number 11, Anthony Wilder is back deep to receive the kickoff. We'll see, the kicker is not very deep. Looks like this could be a short placement kick. We'll see if he see how far he runs back. Yep, it's going to be a little pooch kick in the air. Ball's on the ground. They got to get on it. Ben Nicholson does able to recover. He was looking like he was going to try to get on the bounce, and a little bit risky play there, but was able to cover it as the Broncos were trying to have a little pooch kick placement in no man's land and try to get lucky, kind of like a long offside kick. But nonetheless, Rosehill recovers, and they're going to set up their offense for the first time tonight. Joe Johnson, sophomore quarterback, back in the shotgun. You got twins both sides. Anthony Wilder goes in motion. Joe back. He's going to pass to number 9, and it's a hook and lateral, and the lateral part doesn't work. Had it wide open. Number 9 for the Eagles is on the reception. Chase Behrens had number 21 coming around for the hook and ladder right off the play, and was nothing but green pastures, but the toss was a little short, and so now they're back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and 10. Little bobble on the handoff. Kyle Flores up the middle. Gets about 5 on the play. Not a very clean exchange between him and quarterback Joe Johnson. Looks like Joe had a little trouble on the shotgun snap there, but got it off 5 yards. So that'll bring up 3rd and 5. Rosehill's really going to want to convert this 3rd down and keep their offense on the field and answer that touchdown. Joe Johnson's going to call his own number right here on a quarterback keeper, and Bay Area sniffs that out pretty well. He was able to make some positive yards, but not enough for the first down. So Rosehill goes 3 and out, and not able to answer Bay Area on their first offensive drive. They had a play called on the old hook and ladder, and when those things work, you look great, and when they don't work, people ask you, why did you run that? Well, that's how it turned out. Brady Ward in for the punt, mishandled it, but gets it away down the sidelines for Bay Area. Not a particularly great punt, but certainly sufficient as the ball is marked out at the 40-yard line. So no return as the Bay Area Broncos are going to set up on their own side of the field at the 40-yard line. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Tonight's game hosted by Rosehill Booster Club. Be sure to become a member of the Rosehill Booster Club. Go to the RCS online, click Athletics, follow the Booster Club member, and join the Rosehill Booster Club. Athletics needs your support. Quarterback under center for Bay Area, 1st and 10, as they make a handoff And Rosehill was ready for that one. That was the first time they had kind of sniffed that out a little bit. Less than a yard gain, maybe a yard gain on that play. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9 for the Broncos as they went back to the play that worked for them so well on the first drive. But Rosehill at least made an adjustment on that play. So you have 2nd and 9 as Broncos come up with a bunch formation, 2 backs in the backfield, quarterback under center. Going to toss it out to number 3 around the outside. Number 6, Ben Nicholson on the stop there. And that was another short gain for the Broncos, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 6 as Rosehill looks to have their first defensive stop of the night and get the ball back. So it'll be 3rd down for the Broncos. Ball is marked at the 45-yard line, 6 yards to the first down. Looks like twins left as the quarterback is going to come under center. And coach for the Broncos saw the formation of the defense, didn't like the play he called there, and is going to call timeout. So that's going to be the first timeout of the game. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, voice of student athletes, serving the community through faith and athletics. Since 2002, Open Mic Broadcast Network has provided the game day coverage for Rosehill Christian School, Waller Bulldogs, Hempstead Bogs, Test, Rural Falcons, and Prairie View A&M. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Open Mic Broadcast Network. Help support our student athletes and highlight your business by becoming a sponsor today. Dial 832-213-8824 for more information. Our critical 3rd down play here is the Broncos line up under center, and that is going to be no doing right there. That was a quick handoff right up the middle that worked very well on the pick. That was brought down by number 70 for the Eagles. Fourth down, 78, Jackson Bush. I'm sorry, they're going to be 4th down, so the Bay Area is going to go set back for their first punt for tonight. Ben Nicholson is back deep as the ball is marked at the 43-yard line as the Broncos did not convert their first down. Low driving punt. Ben takes it on one hop. Going to make one man miss, but get not a lot out of it. It was a low driving punt, and they were able to get down there pretty quick. It's only a couple yards on the return, so the ball will be marked at the 31-yard line in Rosehill territory as they set up for their offense for the second time in the game. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Your score, Bay Area Broncos 7, Rosehill Eagles 0, as Rosehill steps to the line of scrimmage. Joe Johnson, the quarterback in shotgun. Twins, both sides. Kyle Flores in the backfield. Joe Johnson hands to Kyle Flores up the middle. Gets about 3 yards on the play, stopped by a host of Broncos.
Number 77 on the stop.
Number 77 for the Broncos led that charge.
Designated outside shoulder instead of fitting his inside.
Jason Ryman. He's a senior for Bay Area Broncos. They'll bring up.
5 yards stepped off and now
there's a penalty on the play, so 5-yard penalty goes against the Broncos. So they'll be 1st down and 5 for Rosehill Eagles as they come to the line of scrimmage. Joe Johnson again in the shotgun. Anthony Wilder goes in motion across the field. It's going to be a pass to Anthony Wilder in the flats. He's got some area and some head of steam, and he gets about 10 yards on the carry, brings the ball to the 45-yard line from pass from Joe Johnson as he was going in motion. Gets down to Rosehill quickly to the line of scrimmage after that first down. Ben Nicholson goes in motion. It's going to be the same play to the other side, and Joe Johnson just throws it a little bit too far in front for Ben Nicholson to handle. So that's Rosehill trying to get a quick play after the first down and ball falls incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles as they're still in their own territory at the 45-yard line. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the first half. Play clock is at 15 seconds, plenty of time to get the play clock off as they break the huddle. Sal Flores in the backfield and Joe Johnson in the shotgun. Ben Nicholson in motion as it's going to looks like it's set up for an option play. Joe Johnson kept the ball up the middle and not much going there as that's going to be a short gain. He thought he saw something there and tried to make a quick hit through the hole, but it closed pretty quickly as he kept the ball there. So didn't quite make it to midfield. So it's going to be a long 3rd down attempt. This is going to be 3rd and 8 as the Eagles face another long 3rd down conversion here to start their offense. It's going to be good trips to the right. Joe is in shotgun formation. It's going to be a pass in the flats. He's got a man open. Ben Nicholson on the outside, and Joe throws the ball behind him. So they're unable to make that connection. So that was going to be enough for the 1st down, but ball falls incomplete as that's going to be the 2nd offensive series that Rosehill is unable to get really anything going. They got 1 first down there, and now they're going to force the punt near the 50-yard line as Brady Ward sets up for the punt, gets the snap, good snap, good time there. He's got a good punt there. It's a fair catch called. So fair caught at the 20-yard line by number 2, Smith Nave on there. So no return on the punt. Good punt there by Brady Ward as he's able to flip the field just about to get the ball to the 20-yard line for the Broncos in their own territory. So score still 7-0 as Broncos score on their first offensive play right down the field, and Rosehill Eagles have not been able to answer thus far. So bunch formation as the Broncos break the huddle. Quarterback under center, takes the snap, pitch to the outside, going to the right. Rosehill is there. Looks like they're going to be tackled for a loss on the play. We got a late flag on the far sideline near the tackle. So I'm not sure what that's going to be. It was near the end of the play. It's going to be a personal foul face mask. That's going to go against the Eagles this time on the defense. Last time the face mask went against Bay Area on the offense, so they have traded face mask penalties here. I'm sure it was unintentional, but the referees caught it nonetheless, and the penalty is just as severe as they mark off 15 yards for the personal foul. So that'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Broncos. The ball is going to be marked at the 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 as they come up to the ball. Broncos have still yet to run a pass play. They have established the run pretty heavily, and they're going to go up the middle again and stick with what works. So they've got a short gain there of about 3 to 4 yards. We'll see how they're going to mark it. About 4 yards. So it's going to be 6 yards for the first down. It's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Broncos as they have stuck to the running game tonight, and it has worked thus far. We'll see if the Rosehill Eagles can get a defensive stop. They did get a defensive stop the last series as Bay Area quarterback under center. Quick handoff up the middle, bottled up pretty good by the Eagles. Another short gain. Sam Swain on the stop there. That'll bring up a 3rd down, relatively short for the Broncos of about 3 yards. Ball is marked at the 44-yard line in their own territory. Have still yet to call a pass play, so you got to figure this is going to be another run as the quarterback comes under center. And it's going to be up the middle, and he does get enough for the 1st down. It looks like Reed Hauser was on the stop there in the secondary. And number 18, Sam Swain on the stop. When you get a ball handed off up the middle and your secondary is making the tackles, that's usually going to be enough for a first down, and it was. His ball's marked at the 50-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Like Reed Hauser's got an equipment issue, so had an official clock stop there for a second. No timeout. His ball is 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. Broncos on offense has the ball. And quick handoff. And that was Justin Whitmire on the stop there as he broke through the line of scrimmage. Loss on the play there. So that'll be backing them up back into their own territory at the 47-yard line. 2nd down and 13 for the Broncos. The quarterback comes under center. Number 81 in motion. Oh, his ball is up the middle, and that's met by Justin Whitmire right at the point of attack, right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. So 2 big plays there by Justin Whitmire to stop that play right up the middle. And that'll bring up a long 3rd down for the Broncos. That'll be 3rd down and 13 as the ball is still at the 47-yard line. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. The Broncos come to the line of scrimmage, quarterback under center. He's going to roll out for their first pass of tonight, and it is complete to number 5, Bryce Griego. Number 6, Ben Nicholson on the defense there. Not any run after the catch. So that'll bring up 4th down as Bay Area tries their first pass attempt. It was complete, but not enough for the first down as they're going to come up in their punt formation. Ben Nicholson, number 6, back deep. Good snap. Barely gets it off. Ben Nicholson catches the ball, makes a cut up the middle, and about a 5-yard gain, and is brought down just outside the 20-yard line. So the ball will be marked at the 22-yard line in Eagle territory. Just going to get one play off before the end of the first quarter as Bay Area Broncos lead 7-0. Rosehill comes up on their offense. Joe Johnson back in the shotgun. Ben goes in motion. Pass to the outside. He makes 2 people miss, still on his feet. And a pretty good play there on the completion. Several Broncos on the tackle. Number 56 was in there. So pass completion to Ben Nicholson, number 6 there. Going to be about a 4-yard gain, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics since 2002. Open Mic Broadcast Network weekly schedule: Mike Print Show Friday 10 a.m. The Carlos Brown Show 10 a.m. Saturdays. As GS Sports on Fridays at 9 a.m. and the Mike Print Show live Sunday nights at 6 p.m. at the obnradio.com. Live broadcast sport line 857-777-0004. Thank y'all for everybody who's joining us tonight on the broadcast. Be sure to visit Rosehill website to join the Booster Club and help the student athletes. If you have a student athlete, you should be a member of the Booster Club, so please join. That'll be 2nd down and 4. Kyle Flores up the middle. It's going to be well past the first down, probably a 10-yard gain there, as that was a handoff up the middle. The ball's going to be brought down near the 40-yard line, 39-yard line, as Rosehill comes quickly to the line. Joe back in the shotgun. Anthony Wilder goes in motion. Joe's going to throw the pass. Oh, and that was almost intercepted by number 2. Broken up there. That was just deflected off. He sniffed that out and broke on the ball and wasn't able to come up with the interception. But that could have been a pick 6 because there was nothing between him and the field goal except for grass. So Rosehill dodged the bullet there, as it's going to be 2nd down and 10 as that ball falls incomplete.
Safeties are really dropping back.
Rosehill breaks the huddle, twins both sides. Kyle Flores in the backfield, Joe Johnson in the shotgun, Anthony Wilder. Joe's going to go deep looking for number 2, Brady Ward, as he was in double coverage and went up for the ball, tried to high point it, but I think the defenders might have got there a little bit early. Flag on the play. Looks like a potential pass interference on what would have been about a 40-yard pass catch. As the officials confer here, we're going to get a ruling from the referee, and it is going to be pass interference against the Broncos. So that's going to be a long play for Rosehill as they go for a long pass attempt down the sideline, gets the pass interference call. And so that's going to be a 15-yard penalty, and that'll put the ball in Bay Area's territory for the first time as the Eagles set up on the 46-yard line. Anthony Wilder in motion. Joe Johnson hands the ball to Kyle Flores up the middle. He's got a good run right there. Breaks through the middle. The 10-yard line. Nobody's going to catch him. That's a touchdown for the Eagles. Kyle Flores, no flags on the play. Right up the middle on the 45-yard run from scrimmage by Kyle Flores to get Rosehill Eagles on the board for the first time tonight with 11 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the second quarter. They're going to set up in the swinging gate right now. And it looks like they're going to go back, make sure to keep Bay Area honest. They might have gone for 2. Bay Area was ready for that formation as they go into the traditional field goal extra point try. Ben Nicholson, the holder. Brady Ward in for the kick. Jaden Johnson, deep snapper, hold, snap, good. And Brady Ward connects for another extra point. So 11 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the second quarter. Rosehill Eagles get on the board and answer the Broncos. Your current score, 7-7. Some of the sponsors for tonight's game, you're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the Temple of Refuge Ministries, located in Prairie View, Texas, on Old Highway 290. Service times 10 a.m. Sunday mornings, and listen live at 857-777-0000 if you'd like to check out the Temple of Refuge Ministries. Also, Diva Skin Conditioner at 903-270-0026, or you can contact them at divafeet.com. The Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union at 2038 Mile Street in Waller, Texas. I'd like to thank those businesses for being sponsors on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Become a sponsor today by clicking on the donation button. Go to obnradio.com. All right, as Rosehill sets up for a kick back, Brady Ward in for the Number 5 and number 2 back deep for the Broncos. Brady hits low, squib, knuckler. One of those ones hard to handle, fielded around the 10-yard line, getting good yardage up the sidelines. It's going to be near the 25, 30-yard line. Let's see where they mark it out for. He's forced out of bounds. So a good return for Broncos there as they get their best field position on a kickoff thus far tonight. So the ball is officially marked at the 28-yard line as Bay Area Broncos break the huddle. Bunch formation, one receiver out wide to the right, quarterback under center. There's going to be a pitch out to the outside. Gets met behind the line of scrimmage there, but was able to break the tackle, get back near the original line of scrimmage. Just maybe it is going to be a loss on the play there. 3-yard loss, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 3. As Rosehill is starting to figure out the defense just a little bit. The Bay Area comes to the line of scrimmage, quarterback under center, takes the snap, and that's going to be a handoff right up the middle to number 2. Big gain. He's going to be across midfield as number 4, Reed Hauser, forces him out of bounds. And that's going to be a flag on the play. It looks like it's going to be a late hit right at the out-of-bounds mark. It might be a little bit little close on the call there. It looks like it's going to be a personal foul, late hit against the Eagles right at the sideline. So judgment call on the referees, going on the error the side of protection for the athletes. So a big run on the play by number 2, Smith Nave. And now that ball is going to be marked all the way down to the 25-yard line. So just as Rosehill made a good stop, the Broncos come back with a big gain. It'd be 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line in Rosehill territory. Number 8, quarterback for tonight for the Broncos is Adam Atwell on that play. And he handed that off to number 8, Dalton Spriggs. And a short gain, just barely past the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 2nd down and pretty much 10 yards. Ball's marked at the 25.5-yard line. Quarterback for Bay Area comes under center. 2 backs in the backfield. It's going to be a toss to number 3. He gets around the corner. Rosehill in pursuit, but it's going to be a pretty good gain of probably at least 8 yards, depending on where he goes out of bounds. Is brought down by Garrett Hargrove, and that's not enough for the 1st down, so it's going to be a short 3rd down play here. It's going to be 3rd down and about 2.5 yards. So Eagles are trying to get a stop here. You got to figure this will be definitely 4th down territory. Bay Area, if they don't convert here, they might go for it. See what happens as the quarterback comes under center. And quick handoff up the middle is going to be enough for the 1st down. Not much more than that. So he needed 3. He needed 2 and got 4. So that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Broncos as Rosehill is going to take a timeout as the Broncos get inside the red zone. The ball is marked at the 15-yard line. So Coach Krantz and the other coaches want to get a handle on their defense, try to get them a little bit of breather, and see if they can get a stop to this Bay Area running attack, which has been pretty good so far, as they are threatening to get on the board. 9 minutes to go in the first half, 9-11 in the second quarter, score 7-7. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network at Rosehill Christian School, hosting the Bay Area Broncos. Another one of the sponsors for tonight's broadcast is Helping Hands Lawn Service at 281-917-6968 in Waller County, Texas. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Broncos around the 15-yard line. Quarterback comes under center, quick handoff up the middle to number 3, sidesteps past the line of scrimmage and is able to cut through that initial defensive line for another 5-yard gain. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 5. As he made a quick cut right at the line of scrimmage to get a good gain on that play. So number 4 comes under center, takes a snap. That's going to be a handoff to number 3 right in the same spot. A little bit off tackle play there, and Rosehill was able to sniff that one out. Number 70, Justin Whitmire, and number 18, Sam Swain on the stop, as that was a loss on the play, which will bring the back them up to the original line of scrimmage as they started this series. So that'll be 3rd down and 10 at the 15-yard line. So a big play for the Eagles there as they are trying to keep the Broncos stopped here in a big 3rd down play going into the first half. To go in motion, ball handed off up the middle. He tries to step over the line of scrimmage, met by a couple of the Eagles, and did not get much out of that. So Anthony Wilder was the second one to get there and stop the play. So this will bring up first 4th down where they're in a territory where it looks like Bay Area might keep their offense on the field. No, they're going to come in. They're going to set up for an extra point. Looks like number 4, I think, is going to set up for, number 4 is going to set up for the field goal attempt. Ball is going to be marked at the 23-yard line, so a 33-yard attempt. Bad snap, bad hold, mishold. He's out running on the sideline. He tries to throw it down the field and incomplete. So it was a bad snap. The holder wasn't able to pick it off the ground. Looks like Ben Nicholson was coming in for the block. They picked the ball up and tried to get downfield and threw the ball incomplete. So Rosehill defense holds there, and they were not able to convert the extra point as Rosehill is going to take over on downs. The ball will be marked at the 15-yard line as Joe Johnson is in the shotgun position. Joe takes the snap, and he's got Anthony Wilder down the middle, hits him right in the hands and bounces incomplete. That ball should have been caught. Joe had the pass play there. He was open for a big gain, and Anthony just wanted to run before he caught it. So that ball falls incomplete. That was one you would like to have back as they had the right play called there, and Joe found the right receiver. Nonetheless, the ball falls incomplete, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. They got trips to the right side. Joe Johnson in the shotgun. Kyle Flores up the middle. He's got some running room as he's tackled in the secondary, and that'll be good for a Rosehill first down as they get the ball across the 25-yard line. That'll be marked at the 27-yard line as Rosehill is trying to get on the board before halftime. 6 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the half. Rosehill breaks the huddle. Joe still in the shotgun. You got trips to the left side, single to the right. Joe calls for the snap, hands off again to Kyle Flores, and nothing doing there as looks like number 75 for the Broncos, Ethan DeGraff on the stop. Just near the line of scrimmage, just a 1-yard gain there. Didn't look like that was a great play was developing there. A little sloppy on the handoff, so Bay Area was able to make a stop there. Rosehill is going to come out and trip to the right, single to the left shotgun formation. Joe takes the snap, bobbles it, has to scramble and improvise. He throws one up for Ben Nicholson, and the ball was tried to caught by number 2, bounces off of him, and then Ben tackles before he could get the deflection. So that was the second interception for number 2, Smith Nave, that he probably should have had that one as Joe was scrambling on a busted play, trying to get the ball to number 6, Ben Nicholson, but the ball was thrown short, and number 2 broke the play up. So ball falls incomplete as Rosehill is going to have a third down conversion of their own of 3rd and 9. Joe takes the play, rolls out, and he overthrows the receiver, and ball throws into no man's land. So I don't know if that was a miscommunication by the receivers, or Joe was just trying to throw it to an open area to avoid a sack or an interception. So incomplete play on that, as Rosehill had 1 first down conversion on that drive and then 3 incomplete passes. So Brady Ward is going to set back for the punt. He's going to be standing on the 15-yard line, and he hits a very high punt. Fair catch called, bobble, and it looks like it's recovered by Rosehill, as it was a very, very high punt for Brady Ward, and unable to handle the punt for Bay Area Broncos, and number 4, Reed Hauser, there to pounce on the ball for the first turnover of the night that goes Rosehill's way, as they were able to capitalize on a very high punt from Brady Ward. Bay Area was trying to call a fair catch, but that was just was coming down almost straight, and ball bounces in Rosehill's favor. So turnovers there in Bay Area territory now. Joe Johnson in for the shotgun. Ben Nicholson goes in motion. A little speed sweep pass right there as Ben is going to the outside. He gets the corner, makes one-man miss, and then gets caught. So speed pass there to Ben Nicholson as he gets about 7 or 8 yards on the play. See where they mark that. It'll be about 7 yards on the first down play there. That'll bring up 2nd down and 3. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, first half, as Rosehill got a break, and they're trying to get back on the scoreboard. 2nd down. Joe Johnson hands to Kyle Flores up the middle. It's going to be enough for a first down. Not much more than that as Bay Area bottles it up. It's going to be near the first down. Let's see where they mark it. Taking a look at it. And going to be just short of the first down. So big 3rd down conversion here for the Eagles, as somebody takes a timeout. Who took the timeout?
They're going to measure.
Oh, they're going to have a measuring timeout. That's the first measuring timeout of the year. We could have used that in the last game. But they're going to measure here just to be sure. 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the first half. High ball game, and that is enough for a first down as they bring out the sticks of Kyle Flores up the middle with the first down run. So that'll give Rosehill a new set of downs. Ball will be marked at the 24-yard line. So Joe Johnson gets a play from offensive coordinator Christian Lane.
Yep.
See if they got something dialed up here. Ben Nicholson and Brady Ward split out right. Joe Johnson in the shotgun. He takes his hands off to Kyle Flores, makes a sidestep around midfield, gets to the second part of the defense, and that's going to be near the first down again. I think it's going to be just short of it, but another good 8-yard gain for Kyle Flores. There wasn't a big hole there, but he was sidestepped and danced his way to 8 yards. Rosehill quickly back to the line of scrimmage as Joe's in shotgun. He goes, Anthony Wilder goes in motion. We got a flag on the play. It looks like it's going to be a false start on the receiver to the outside as the ball falls incomplete. Brady Ward pass attempt in the quarter. think we're going to get the receiver for a false start against the Eagles on the opposite side, as the intended target was Brady Ward for the touchdown in the corner. But that play was pretty much not going to count from the start, as the flag came out before Joe even threw the ball. So that's going to be back him up 5 yards, and that's going to be 2nd down and 7, maybe 6 for the Eagles. 3 minutes, just right at 4 minutes to go in the first half, as Ben Nicholson, Brady Ward split out wide to the right. Kyle Flores in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Kyle Flores up the middle, driving his leg. Maybe a 4-yard gain there, but certainly not enough for the first down there. But they do get it inside the 20-yard line, and that's going to be well within Brady Ward's range for a field goal attempt. But they're going to line up, hopefully try to get a first down here, maybe score on this play. As Joe Johnson's in the shotgun, he's going to hand it off to Kyle Flores. Kyle comes around the court, still trying to drive, but stood up by the Broncos, and that's not going to be enough. Really no gain on that play for the Rosehill Eagles, as the Broncos was right there with a host of defensive linemen to stop that play. So decision time for the Eagles, and looks like they're going to go with Brady Ward is going to go in for a field goal attempt. Jaden Johnson is going to be the holder, the snapper. Ben Nicholson, the holder. Ball is at the 24-yard line, so a 34-yard attempt. Bad snap, and Ben was able to get the ball off the ground, and Brady Ward drove it through. So a rolling snap. Holder was able to get it down, and Brady had to hitch step and still had enough leg to get it through. So 34-yard field goal for the Eagles, which that brings the score. Rosehill Eagles 10 and the Bay Area Broncos 7. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics since 2002. The voice of student athletes. 24-hour dial-in message line to leave updates on your favorite teams and coaches and players. Call 713-570-6736 and leave your own message for your own team 24 hours a day at the 24-hour dial-in message line. The Open Line Broadcast Network. Game day rebroadcast on www.obnradio.com. So if you'd like to listen to the game with one of the players tomorrow, go to obnradio.com as Brady Ward gets set for the kickoff. He gets a hold of that one. That one's driven deep into the end zone, lands 8 yards into the end zone. So after that field goal kick, Brady Ward gets his legs and rhythm back and drives one deep for no return, as that's going to be brought out to the 25-yard line. As 2 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in the half, as Bay Area looks to answer Rosehill's score, and Rosehill is looking for a defensive stop to go into halftime. We'll see who dials it up better here as Bay Area Broncos come to the line of scrimmage, quarterback under center. And he's going to roll out for a pass, and the pass is complete near the line of scrimmage. Looks like number 11, Anthony Wilder, was on the defense there. Pass reception was complete, but a minimal gain of maybe a yard. So Bay Area has only attempted 2 passes, but was able to convert on both of those. I'm not sure who the receiver was on that, but it was a rollout to the flats on the outside. So Bay Area successful on their passes, but not for very much yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 as they come under center. And he rolls out, and it's up the middle. Anthony Wilder, as gave chase. That was a misdirection play. That even fooled me. I didn't know who had the ball, as number 81 popped out of the line of scrimmage for a pretty good gain for the Broncos. It's going to be Gannon Phillips on that play. probably about a 20-yard gain. That'll bring the ball down, a 15-yard gain. That'll bring the ball down to the 40-yard line as 1st and 10 for the Broncos. 1 minute, 40 seconds to go in the first half. Quarterback comes under center. Number 81 in motion. Back to pass. Gets caught. Gets hit by Carlos Davila right as he throws the ball, and just off the outstretched fingers of number 2, Smith Nave. He was open, but under heavy pressure, was just a little bit too far in front for him to come up with the reception. So that falls incomplete, as that was their first pass attempt that wasn't successful, and that would have been for first down for sure, maybe more if he was able to hit him in stride. But as it is, it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Broncos as they break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback under center. Toss out to the outside, number 3, as he turns up. Number 18, Sam Swain, on the tackle, as well as number 70, Justin Whitmire. Flag on the play. That was Wesley Barnes on the carry. It's going to be holding against the Broncos. So that's going to be marked off from the spot of the foul. So that's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, which occurred just about at the original line of scrimmage. So that's going to be 2nd and 10, or 2nd and 20 for the Broncos as they're backed up deeper than they want to be. Quarterback for a quick strike to number 10, and a great defensive play right there by, I think that's number 4, Reed Hauser, as that was, he was number 10 on the reception. He had the ball in his hands for a second, and Reed Hauser met him right when the ball got there and popped it out of his hands with a good hard hit, fist on the ball, and then a tackle to break up the pass play. So Reed Hauser with a great defensive play there for the Eagles, and that'll bring up 3rd and 20. As the Broncos break the huddle, quarterback under center. Takes the snap, toss out, misdirection. Number 81 up the middle, driving with a pretty good gain. Ball out, but it looks like he's going to be ruled down. The ball does squirt out as number 4, Reed Hauser, again on that play, and number 18, Sam Swain. 81 was on the carry with a little misdirection play there. Not enough for the first down. It gets them back to the original line of scrimmage. So good defensive hold there for the Eagles, as there was a penalty against the Broncos, and a really good defensive play by Reed Hauser to shut down the Broncos' attempts. It's going to be a minute left to go in the first half. So that's going to give Rosehill a chance to get on the board. Looks like they're took a timeout. They're going to think about it, whether Bay Area is going to send their offense back on the field or they're going to come in a punt formation. Looks like number 4 is going to be back to punt, but this might be an area and a time of the game that they could do a fake punt, so everybody's got to stay on their toes here. You never know what's going to happen in Friday night high school football, which is great to be back under the lights. Number 4 back to punt, number 6 back to return. Snap. And he does get the punt off, a pretty good punt, as we got whistles before, while the punt was in the air, flag down, and it's going to be a false start against the Broncos, so that's going to back them up a little bit further.
What do you think? 104? Yeah, it was 104.
So reset the clock and back it up 5 yards, so that's going to be Ball's going to be marked at the 35-yard line. Punter's going to be standing just about the 20-yard line as Ben Nicholson is back for the punt. So we're going to redo fourth down on the penalty. Snap is good, a little bit high, low bouncing punt, and a big roll for Bay Area as he gets the low driving tumble forward, and that's going to get the ball down to the 25-yard line in the Rosehill territory. So 51 seconds, Rosehill is going to have to go 75 yards for the touchdown.
51.
So score Rosehill 10, Bay Area 7 as Rosehill has the ball first and 10 with 51 seconds to go in the half. Joe Johnson in the shotgun. He steps out. And Brady Ward is wide open up the middle and still on his feet. The ball to midfield. So Brady Ward with a Joe Johnson connection for the first big pass play for Rosehill as the ball clock, that stops the clock at 42 seconds while they move the chains. Rosehill at the line of scrimmage. Joe in the shotgun as he tries to go for Brady Ward again, but the ball falls incomplete. So that'll stop the clock with 35 seconds to go. Rosehill is going to have to get they're going to have to get about 25 yards to give Brady a shot for the field goal. 35 seconds to go. See what Rosehill dials up here. Is this going to be twins, both sides? Joe Johnson in the shotgun. Joe takes the ball. It's going to be a pass play to the outside. Under pressure, Joe's moving around. He's got Ben Nicholson wide open, but just overthrows him as he was under heavy pressure, was able to break to the outside and at least put an attempt on there, but put a little bit too much on the ball as it sails over the head of his intended target. That'll be 26 seconds to go in the first half. That'll be third down as Joe wanted to go to the left side of the field, had to scramble right, and the ball falls incomplete. So they break the huddle as they go trips left, single to the right side, shotgun formation. Joe back to pass, moving around. It's going to be, he's going to call his own number and gets out of bounds at the 38-yard line, 37-yard line. That's going to be enough for the first down and stops the clock as Joe was under pressure, breaks to the outside and gets a first down, stops the clock at 19 seconds to go. Ball is going to be marked at the 39-yard line. So that'll be too far to attempt a field goal here. So really going to need about
Timeout called by Eagles.
Did he wind the clock?
Yeah.
Well, looks like Joe didn't get out of bounds there, and Rosehill was forced to take a timeout at 14 seconds to go. So become a listening partner by visiting the website at obnradio.com. Click on the donate button. Click on the donate button and become a partner. Some of our sponsors tonight: Prairie View Athletic Club, supporting the area since 1986. The Temple of Refuge Ministries, located in Prairie View, Texas, on Old Highway 90. Service times at 10 a.m. Sunday morning, or you can listen live at 857-777-000. All right, Rosehill has got to go about 15, 20 yards and get out of bounds to give Brady Ward a shot at the field goal, or they're going to take a shot here at the end zone.
Go!
So they're going to go tight trips to the right, shotgun formation. Joe back, under pressure. He's got a man, Brady Ward, up the middle, and not going to get out of bounds. I don't know if we have another timeout. We're going to try to spike the ball, get under center, and spike the ball as the clock stops for the chains. And Joe was able to get under center and spike the ball with 5 seconds left to go in the half. So a big completion in the middle to Brady Ward, and that's going to be marked at the 25-yard line. So that's going to be inside Brady's range to give him a shot to get another 3 points on the board going into halftime. As your score right now is Rosehill 10, Bay Area Broncos 7. Ben Nicholson, the holder. Brady Ward back to kick. The ball is going to be marked at the 32-yard line this time. So it's going to be a 42-yard attempt. Jaden Johnson, the snap. Snap is good. Ben on the hold. Brady, big leg, enough distance, and no good. Wow, it looked good from here, but it had to go just outside. Looked like a good snap and hold. Plenty of distance there, but the ball was just outside. So Brady Ward connects on one and misses one. So score going into the halftime is Rosehill 10, the Bay Area Broncos 7. We're going to go to halftime here. Looks like we're going to try to throw it back to the studio and have Mike Krantz join us, as I'm going to take a break for halftime, and Mike is going to update you with some of the other area scores and other games going on tonight. Mike, are you there in the studio? Well, looks like Mike might be going over some other stuff. There's Mike. Yep, there's Mike. How you doing, Mike?
Hey, I'm doing real good, man. Sound like you got some hot action going on right there in Tomball.
Well, it's kind of a defensive struggle right now. Low-scoring game, but Rosehill was able to capitalize on a couple of breaks, and they're in the lead going into halftime.
Yes, sir. Brady Ward showing a strong leg. He hit one from 43 yards last week in the defeat, and just came up a little shot from the 42-yard attempt. But he sounds like he knows what he's doing out there, man.
He does. It's when you don't have a kicker, or when you have a kicker, you kind of take it for granted, and when you don't have a kicker, you wish you had one. But Brady Ward is an outstanding kicker. Been kicking for us since he was a freshman. And coincidentally, he has made several field goal attempts. He had plenty of leg on that 42-yarder. It was well above half of the goalpost as it passed by on the outside. And he is not only has power, but he's super consistent. He, like I said, he's been kicking for Rosehill since a freshman, and he missed his second extra point that he attempted as a freshman and hasn't missed one since. So he's only missed one extra point attempt in his entire high school career. So he is super steady, and we're happy to have him on our team. He's a weapon when you have a kicker like that.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, my friend, you take a break, and we'll go over some local scores throughout the area. You get you a nice gulp of water and a hot dog if you can, man. Tell them to feed you real good.
Yeah, thank you, Mike. I'll be back in about 20 minutes.
All right, sounds good. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime now between the Rosehill Christian Eagles taking on the Bay Area Christian Broncos. We're at halftime. The score is at 10-7 in favor of the Rosehill Christian Eagles. Thank you guys for joining us on the Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union halftime report here from the studios at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We have some other scores within the Waller County area that we want to bring you up to speed on. The Tomball Cougars are at Waller Bulldog Stadium right now. They have a 21-14 lead at 2 minutes to go in the first half of play. We got some other scores and things that are going on right now in the local area. Right now, Snook is having a hard time with Burton. They're losing by the score of 24-0 with starting the third half of the third quarter right now in Burton. Other scores within our little regional area of coverage, Brenham is at Magnolia, and Magnolia is leading Brenham right now with 7 minutes remaining in the second quarter by the score of 14-10. So those are some of the scores going on throughout the world of high school football here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Don't forget that you can join Rosehill Christian football action right here each and every week on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. All you have to do is simply dial 857-777-0004. You can listen live right there, and in case you miss the live broadcast, you can always go to the website at obnradio.com and go to the OBN Game Day, and you'll see it right up there. It should have something like Bay Area versus Rosehill, and it will have the date. And go there, click and listen, and remember that every time you help click and listen, you help supporting our student athletes, and you can help support our student athletes by becoming a listening partner. All you have to do is go to the website at obnradio.com. There's a donation button that you can hit right there. Hit that donation button and make your partnership that valid. Just that simple. We ask that you can do whatever you can, but if you could do 17 cents a day, that would be a great help to us and to our broadcast team. Don't forget, visit that website, obnradio.com, click on the donation button, and become a listening partner today. Well, some of the tail of the tape of the first half, you got somewhat of a balanced attack coming from Rosehill. Rosehill has had 15 pass attempts, and these are unofficial numbers. We're not official, but unofficial numbers. Have 15 passing attempts compared to 14 run plays, so a total of 29 plays and the balance of attack. On the other side of the coin, Bay Area has been from the opening kickoff run-oriented. They have a total of 29 run attempts. 29 run attempts compared to 5 passing attempts, and 2 of those were from the conventional passing attempt. One was on a botched field goal attempt. It was a 23-yard field goal attempt that was botched, and the holder attempted to throw the ball, but to no avail. Meanwhile, the Rosehill Christian Eagles at the half, they are leading by the score of 10-7. It is roughly, not roughly to it, 1 of 2 from field goal attempts from Mr. Brady. Brady missed from 42 yards, but was able to connect from 34 yards, and that is our score at the half right now. I want to remind you, next week's broadcast coverage, we'll have the Battle of Tomball. The Tomball homeschool Warriors will be taking on the Rosehill Christian Eagles from Tomball at Rosehill Eagles Stadium. Kickoff time, we are thinking it's going to be at 7. We thought it was 7:30 tonight, but due to the travel distance of Shiner last week is why it was 7:30. But we will keep you posted on when the game is scheduled, 7 or 7:30. You can follow us on Twitter at The Mike Prince Show. The Mike Prince Show give you daily releases of local and regional high school and collegiate athletics. In fact, you can listen to head football coach Dennis Krantz live on Sundays with us here at the Mike Prince Show, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. The voice of student athletics since 2002, serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. We take honor in serving our student athletes in our community. We take honor in partnering with our schools. Help us continue to make those dreams come true, to keep those hopes and memories alive by becoming a listening partner. Visit that website, obnradio.com. Click on the donation button, become a listening partner today. You that are listening, you might be from the Bay Area. and like what you hear. We want to hear about your schools, too. You can visit and call our 24-hour message line, 713-570-6736. Leave your updates, information, and we'll share it on our daily content on the Open Mic Broadcast Network and the Open Mic Broadcast Network, which features the Mike Prince Show, the Carlos Brown Show, and a whole lot more. So see what you've been missing by visiting the website at obnradio.com. Halftime again, Rosehill 10, Bay Area 7. Clay Nicholson on the play-by-play for the Rosehill, and we affectionately call them the Angry Birds. And they'll be having the second half coming up momentarily. Clay is taking a break, and we're just trying to keep things rolling and going for those who are joined in and listen. Don't forget you can go back to the archive section Saturday morning throughout the rest of the week and listen to this game and all the other games that the Rosehill Eagles will have right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We have scheduled some volleyball coverage and some basketball coverage for the Rosehill Christian Eagles. You could be a part of the broadcast team. All you have to do is give us a call, check us out, and see if your schedule matches our schedule, and we'll try to work some things out with you. That number to get in contact with me is 832-213-8824. I am going to, as they say, go back into the man cave right now, and we'll wait on Clay Nicholson to come back with our second half of tonight's live coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Text someone and tell them that they can listen to the game live. All they have to do is dial 857-777-0004. That number one more time, 857-777-0004. Serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. We'll pause and wait for Mr. Nicholson to come back with the second half of play.
Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union has 13 different locations to better serve you. Locations in Rosenberg, Missouri City, Katy, College Station, Bryan, Brenham, and Waller, Texas. For more information, you can contact them on their toll-free number, 855-391-2149. Or you can send an email to information@bvscu.org. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics, proud to present to you Friday night football action for the Rosehill Christian Eagles. You can listen live from anywhere by dialing 857-777-0004. Catch the Rosehill Eagles in action live right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. That number again, 857-777-0004. The voice of student athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas.
All right, my name's Clay Nicholson. I'm back with you here live at the game. I got about 2 minutes left to go at halftime. Mike, are you still there?
Sir, I'm sorry about that, Clay. I was in stat mode. Can you hear me, sir?
Oh, that's fine.
Okay. Yes, sir. Are we ready to get that second half on?
It looks like it. We had about 2 minutes left to go, but I think the referees might want to call it an early night because they're getting everybody on the field right now. So we're about to get back to action right here as Bay Area is going to be lining up for a kickoff, and Rosehill is going to be set to receive the opening kickoff of the second half.
All right, sounds good, man. Real quickly, what do you think going to be some keys for the Eagles to hold the Broncos on?
Well, the Bay Area definitely has established a running game, and Rosehill's defensive line is small. They rely on quickness on the first step and getting to the gaps. So if they can't stop the run, it's going to be a long night for them. And Rosehill's just got to clean up the passing game. As the kickoff goes to Reed Hauser, he has a good return down to the 35-yard line. So Joe has done a good job tonight. Our sophomore quarterback has done a good job tonight extending some plays, but, maybe a little bit antsy, a little bit nervous, and just kind of airmailing some and just not real crisp on hitting his receiver. So we got to get our passing game back together and then stop the run on the other side.
Well, the second half is where champions are made. Let's see what happens.
That's right. We'll see if Rosehill can keep the lead. They've got the three-point lead in the ball starting off the second half, so we'll see how it goes. We'll touch base with you at the end of the game. You can go over some stats for the end of the game for the area to see some other final scores, and if I get a chance, hang around after the game, and I'm going to try to get an interview with head coach Dennis Krantz after the game and get his thoughts.
Sounds like a plan, sir. We'll see you at the end of the game.
All right, thanks, Mike. All right. Ben Nichols on the outside right there as he was slung out of bounds on the pass completion. Looks like it's going to be a horse collar at the out-of-bounds flag as Joe was able to complete his first pass attempt of the second half to Ben Nicholson for an 8-yard gain. But flag on the sidelines, and it's going to be a personal foul, horse collar against Bay Area. So that's was going to be short of the first down, but that's going to be well past the first down now as they mark off a 15-yard penalty, and that's going to put the ball in Bay Area territory at the 40-yard line. So Rosehill looking to mount an opening offensive drive here as they got twins both sides, Anthony Wilder and Chase Barron's out left, Ben and Brady out right. As Joe, ball goes off the hands of Anthony Wilder in the flats. It had a little bit of area to make something happen, but Anthony, again, just wants to kind of run it before he gets the ball tucked away. So got to get that cleaned up as that ball was catchable for sure, and he'd like to have that one back. So that will bring up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. 11 minutes to go in the third quarter as they set up in twins both sides. Kyle Flores in the backfield. Joe Johnson takes a snap. It's going to be a direct snap. Quarterback, no decision there as it was Joe had his own number called.
Brought down by number 56, 86.
And Joe loses his helmet on that. So that's going to bring up second down. That's going to bring up third down. And it looks like Joe is going to have to come out of the game unless they call a timeout. I guess Rosehill is going to take a timeout in order to get Joe back on the field. I think that may be the way it works. Because Joe had to come off the field because his helmet came off. Getting a little attention by Doc on the sidelines over there. Might have got a cleat to the face after his helmet came off. So we'll see who they put in for offense as Joe comes out. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, voice of student athletes since 2002. Help support our student athletes and highlight your business by becoming a sponsor today. Dial 832-213-8824 for more information. It looks like Rosehill's going to take the ball on a critical third down situation, and it looks like number 6, Ben Nicholson, is going to go in for quarterback as Joe is on the sideline still kind of attending to that. So we'll see what they call here with Ben in as quarterback. Direct snap, he fumbles the snap, busted play, just not used to taking the snap. So that was another deal where he was anxious to get the play started before he got a good handle on the ball. So unfortunate turn of events there for the Eagles with Joe coming out of the game at a critical third down conversion and not being able to convert that. So that's going to send the punt team back on. Brady Ward is going to be standing just about midfield for the punt. Actually, nobody back for Bay Area as Brady looks to place this in the back. He'll get a good roll. Eagles are all over it as Brady Ward did a great job on a low line squibber, a designed low running kick. He did intentionally, gets the ball deep into Bay Area territory at the 4-yard line. So Brady Ward did a great job flipping the field on that, and ball is going to be inside the 5-yard line as Bay Area is going to set up for their first offensive series of the second half in the shadow of their goalpost. So Rosehill's hoping to make a stop here as the quarterback comes under center. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle to number 3. Looks like number 70 is on the tackle again. Justin Whitmire and also number 18, Sam Swain on that. So they get the ball outside the 5-yard line, second down and 7 on a 3-yard carry there. Broncos come to the line of scrimmage as they get handoff up the middle. Another short gain as the Eagles are trying to hold them here. It's going to be a third down attempt, about a third and a long 4 yards for the Broncos as the Eagles are trying to make a defensive stand here after a great Brady Ward punt. So the ball is marked at the 12-yard line. 4 yards to the first down as the Broncos come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback under center. Quick handoff up the middle. He breaks the first initial thing and misses another tackle, spins his way to a first down. So deep in their own territory, and they were able to get out of it and get a first down. So they're near the 20-yard line, about the 18-yard line for the Broncos as they break the huddle, trying to get their offense going for the second half. Quarterback under center takes the snap. He's going to roll out pass to number 2, and it was a quick design pass right up the middle. It was a good pass and falls incomplete off the hands of number 2, Smith Nave. That's one of those ones that's happened to Rosehill a couple of times. He'd like to have that one back because that was hit him in the hands, and he was not able to bring it in. So that would have been a big play. That might have gone for a touchdown because he had a lot of open field in front of him. But it'll bring up 2nd and 10. Oh, that's that misdirection play to number 81. And that's another big game. That's that delayed misdirection play. You don't really know where the ball is going, and then 81 pops out as the play looks like everything is going to one side, and 81, Cannon Phillips is coming the other way, pops out the line of scrimmage on a big gain into Rosehill territory. Ball is marked at the 45-yard line, 1st and 10, as the Broncos are threatening here in the second half. Handoff to number 2, met just past the line of scrimmage for about a 3-yard gain. So that'll bring up maybe a 2-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 8. And ball is marked at the 43-yard line in Eagle territory as Bay Area Broncos started this drive at the 4-yard line. Now they're across midfield trying to put together their own scoring drive here in the third quarter. Quarterback comes under center, takes the snap. It's going to be a quick handoff right near the line of scrimmage to number 3, Wesley Barnes. And short 1-yard gain there. That'll bring up 3rd down and 7, a long 7, maybe 7 plus for the Broncos. So as they get into Rosehill territory. This is a big conversion for them and a big stop opportunity for Rosehill Eagles. Both teams break the huddle, quarterback under center. The rollout is going to be that misdirection play to number 81, but Rosehill might have been sniffing that out. So we got number 4, Reed Hauser, and number 18, Sam Swain, was ready for that play that time, as Connor Phillips was not able to break that for a loss on the play. Will bring the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 4th and 10 as they send their punter in, and he's going to be at the 40-yard line. Ben Nicholson back deep, and he's going to try to pin the Rosehill Eagles back like Brady Ward did. Let's see, good snap. And not as good of a punt. It looks like it's going to go out of bounds at the 20-yard line, near the 20-yard line, 18-yard line. So Rosehill is going to have better field position than Bay Area started as they try to get on the board for their first time in the second half. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics since 2002. It's going to be a pass to Ben Nicholson in the flats. He makes one move, and looks like he's got a hold of his jersey again, not able to bring it down. Almost could have had another horse collar call there, but no flag on the play as the pass complete to number Ben for a 5-yard gain, so that'll bring up 2nd and 5. Joe in the shotgun. He hands the ball off to number 21, Kyle Flores, trying to drive forward, gets a couple. So that's going to be 3rd down and about 3 yards for Rosehill to convert their first down. Ball is going to be marked at the 26-yard line. Twins on both sides for the Eagles. Joe Johnson in shotgun. Ben Nicholson, number 6, in motion. It's going to be a speed press sweep. Ben makes the corner. He's got one man to beat, but to get a good open field tackle on the far side. But Ben Nicholson, with a 12, 15-yard gain, gets the first down for the Eagles on a little speed pass as Rosehill looks to get to the line of scrimmage quickly after a first down conversion. They're ready to go. They're getting the chain set. Joe's calling for the ball. It's going to be a speed sweep the other way to number 11, Anthony Wilder. He's got Kyle Flores in front blocking, and he gets tackled from behind by number 16 for the Broncos. Andrew Boyd brings him down right at the first down marker, just short of midfield. It will be first down for the Eagles as they are mounting a quick offensive charge. They're going into hurry-up offenses. They're already on the field. It's going to be a fake sweep pass, handoff to number 21, Kyle Flores, up the middle, just short of the first down, but an 8-yard gain down the field on a fake speed sweep on that as Rosehill comes quickly to the line of scrimmage again. 2nd down and 3 as Joe takes the snap already, hands off to Kyle Flores up the middle. Big gain for another first down, tackled in the secondary. Rosehill is trying to do the hurry-up offense and get this Bay Area defense on their heels as they're trying to substitute. Eagles are ready to go. Joe Johnson is ready for the snap. Speed sweep to Ben Nicholson around the outside. He's looking for some help. He gets near the first down, still on his feet, and forced out of bounds at the marker. So it's going to be close to a first down, running outside as the Bay Area defense is on their heels right now. It's going to be short of the first down, an 8-yard gain, and bring up 2nd and 2 as Rosehill comes quickly to the line of scrimmage. Bay Area struggled to get in their defense set. Anthony Wilder in motion is going to be Joe Johnson's call, his own number up the middle, and it's going to be enough for a first down, but not much more. So we're going to see if they're going to continue the hurry-up offense or it's going to need where looks like we're going to have an injury timeout here for one of the Bay Area Broncos. Defensive lineman is down as of right now. I can't see who it is from my point of view, but we do have an injury timeout on the field. Looks like number 57 or 52. Daniel Jaras is up and walking off under his own power, holding his right arm. Looks like he may have a little shoulder stinger or something. So he walked off under his own power, so we're glad to see that. As Rosehill has got 1st and 10. Ball is at the 20-yard line as they went the hurry-up offense to get the Broncos defense on their heels, mounting an offensive charge. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Rosehill comes to the line of scrimmage, twins both sides. Joe Johnson in the op. Ben Nicholson on the motion. Kyle Flores up the middle on the handoff. Still moving, still turning his feet. And that's going to be inside the 10-yard line. So that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles with 2 minutes, 46 seconds left to go as they're running the hurry-up offense again. They're on the line, set, ready to go. Joe Johnson takes the snap, again hands it to Kyle Flores off the right side, just past the line of scrimmage at the 5-yard line. Gets stood up by a good open field tackle for the Broncos. Rosehill again at the line of scrimmage as the Broncos are struggling to get men in and off the field as they go up the middle. Flag on the play. Broncos tried to substitute but could not get enough men off the field, so it's going to be too many men on the field for the Broncos as Rosehill goes for the hurry-up offense. They were stopped short of the goal line, so it's going to be interesting if they're going to decline the penalty or take it, because it's going to be half the distance to the goal if they accept it, and I think they got a little further if they turn it down. So it'll be either 2nd and 3 or 3rd and 1. See what coaches decide to do. Looks like they are going to accept the penalty, so it's going to be half the distance to the goal. 2nd down for the Eagles with goal to goal at the 3-yard line as they have gone to the hurry-up offense here in this third quarter and are threatening for their first score of this half. Joe Johnson in the shotgun position. The Eagles come to the line of scrimmage, takes the snap, gives the ball to Kyle Flores, and he is in for the score up the middle. So Rosehill with a combination of some speed, sweep passes, and good hard-nosed football up the middle on a quick offense, got the Bay Area defense on their heels and just never let up. So not a great offensive charge for the Eagles to get on the board. First one on the board for the second half. As they go, set up for the swinging gate, and they're going to substitute back now to a traditional setup as Brady Ward comes in for the extra point. Ben Nicholson, the holder, Jalen Johnson, the snapper. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Bad snap. Ben gets the hold down. Brady able to wait long enough and plenty of leg to get it in for the extra point conversion. So, 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Rosehill 17, Bay Area Broncos 7, as Rosehill really put together their best-looking offensive drive of the whole game and really got the Bay Area Broncos defense on their heels. I'd like to thank some of the sponsors for today's game. Attorney Lee Van Richardson at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. Phone number is 979-826-8008. Prairie View Athletic Club supporting since 1986. Prairie View National Alumni Association. Become a member today. Dial 936-857-5817. And Diva Skin Conditioner 1-903-270-0026 or divafeet.com. Well, Brady Ward in for the kickoff after the score for the Eagles. 2 men back deep for the Broncos. Ball at the 40-yard line. Brady approaches. Another good driving kick, and that ball is going to be 5 yards in the end zone for a touchback for Brady Ward. No return on that as Brady gets a hold of that one more time. This is a live broadcast on the sports line at 857-777-0004. Tell your friends and family we're going to try to broadcast every Rosehill game, every varsity Rosehill football game this year, and we're going to try to broadcast some of the varsity volleyball and as well. So Bay Area comes up to the offense. Quarterback under center gives the ball up the middle to number 3, met at the line of scrimmage by a host of Eagles, and little to no gain, maybe a loss on the play, but he does get back to the line of scrimmage, so that'll be 2nd down and 10. If you're not able to listen to the live broadcast, or if you are listening to the live broadcast and like to hear a rebroadcast of the game with your athlete tomorrow, go to the game day rebroadcast on www.obnradio.com. 2nd and 10 as the Broncos come to the line of scrimmage, quarterback under center. And it's going to be a pass out, and it's intercepted by number 11, Anthony Wilder. He's dropped a couple of them on offense, but he caught that one on defense as a big turnover for the Eagles deep into Bronco territory, as they were hoping to keep their defense off the field for a while, but they got right back out there, and Rosehill's ball is going to be marked at the 25-yard line on the interception by Anthony Wilder. Rosehill offense comes to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be twins both sides. Kyle Flores in the backfield and Joe Johnson in the shotgun. Similar formation all night. Joe gets the pass. Quick pass out to Ben on the side. Number 6 got to break it back up the middle. Cuts across the green. Is trying to get to the outside. He does make the corner and gets in for the score. Ben Nicholson on the touchdown pass. Threw it way out to the right. Bay Area had it snipped out. Cut across the green. Went across the whole field. Got to the corner and in for the score. So Rosehill on a turnover gets a quick points off of that mistake as Rosehill capitalizes for great field position. Score now 23-7 as Brady Ward comes in for the extra point. Ben Nicholson for the hold. Jaden Johnson for the snap. Low snap, place, Brady in for the extra point. So that'll be Rosehill 24 and Bay Area Broncos 7 with 1 minute, 9 seconds left to go in the third quarter. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics since 2002. Some of our other scheduled programs for the Open Mic Broadcast Network is a Mike's Print Show Monday through Friday at 10 a.m., the Carlos Brown Show 10 a.m. on Saturdays, as she says, stay sports Fridays at 9 a.m. The Mike Print Show live Sunday nights at 6 p.m. on the obnradio.com as Rosehill up 24-7 on a quick strike pass from Joe Johnson to Ben Nicholson to capitalize and get points on the turnover. Well, Brady Ward is like to kick from this side. There's little to no wind tonight. A great night for football as he approaches the ball. Ball is at the 40-yard line. And a little squibber, not a good kick. He missed that one a little bit, fielded around the 8-yard line, coming up the middle, trying to get number 2 on the return. He gets past the 20 to the 25-yard line. So number 2, Smith Nave on the return. So just about the same result that we've had on other kickoffs, but it looks like we've got a injury player down on the field for Rosehill. Looks like number 40, David Barbado. Doc is out there for Rosehill taking a look. He is with the Willowbrook Methodist Hospital always a big partner with Rosehill, looking after all of our student athletes. I'm sorry, that was number 70, Justin Whitmire. And he was able to pop up and leave the field under his own power. Doesn't look to be limping at all. So good news there as Justin Whitmire is able to leave under his own power. So Bay Area set up for offense on this side. Their last offensive series did not go well. Rosehill's defense has had a nice rest, so we'll see what goes on here as Bay Area under center, hands off in the backfield. He gets a break. Oh, he almost broke that one. Big gain as Reed Hauser was able to save the maybe a possible touchdown there, as that's about a 12-yard run for number 3 for the Broncos, Wesley Barnes, on a first down play. That'll bring the ball to the 36-yard line for the Broncos as the quarterback goes under center, takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff in the backfield to number 8, Dalton Spriggs, and no gain on that play there, met by a host of Eagles at the line of scrimmage, led by Garrett Hargrove down there in the trenches. That'll bring up second down and 10 for the Broncos. That's going to be the misdirection play there, and the Eagles were able to sniff that one out as well, as that was a kind of a counter trap delay play that Bay Area has hit for some big runs in the game, but Rosehill was on top of that one at the line of scrimmage, and that will be the end of the third quarter as Bay Area is going to be coming up on a 3rd and 10 to start the fourth quarter. Rosehill Eagles on top, 24-7. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Become a listening partner by visiting our website at obnradio.com. Click on the donation button and become a partner today. The game day rebroadcast on obnradio.com. You can also have a 24-hour dial-in message line and leave an update on your favorite teams, coaches, and players at 713-507-6736. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure and listen to some of our other shows. The Mike Prince Show daily, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m., and then a live show Sunday nights at 6 p.m. at OBN Radio. As the Broncos come to the line of scrimmage to start the fourth quarter, it's going to be a long third down attempt, 3rd and 10, as the quarterback goes under center. Back to pass, under heavy pressure, and the ball falls incomplete as number 9, Chase Barron, on the defensive play there, knocks the ball down incomplete as he had a man running down the sideline. A pretty good pass, but a good man-to-man coverage down the field, step for step. Chase Barron was there all the way. So that'll bring up 4th and 10 for the Broncos as number 4, the quarterback, steps back for the punt. Adam Atwell and Ben Nicholson, number 6, back to receive. And he gets a good punt there and turns it over, makes a big Bay Area bounce, still bouncing, and that ball is going to come to rest at the 2-yard line. So a great punt by Adam Atwell, but there's flags on the play. So it was offsides on the defense, and smartly the Bay Area coaches are going to decline that penalty because that was a fantastic punt by Adam Atwell. The pin Rosehill deep into their territory. Now they're under their own shadow of the goalpost at the 2-yard line, starting their first offensive attempt of the fourth quarter. So Bay Area was not able to get any offense going, but they have got Rosehill deep at the 2-yard line. So we'll see if they come out. Joe is in the shotgun formation and is going to call his own numbers. He breaks up the middle, big, breaking a couple of tackles and out past the 20-yard line as he was just about to break that, but they had some good saving tackles at the end. Bay Area didn't give up on the play, but a big gain nonetheless for Joe Johnson as he takes a quarterback keeper right up the middle. Ball at the 22-yard line as he takes the snap, hands the ball to Kyle Flores, a little stutter step at the line of scrimmage to find the hole, moves to his left and gets about 4 yards on the play. The hurry-up offense has worked well for Rosehill on this half. They're going to go to it again as they're already up to the line of scrimmage. Joe Johnson taking the snap. He's going to go back to pass. He's got a man to the outside. Brady Ward on the catch on the outside. That's going to be a good pitch and catch down the outside. Joe had a couple of receivers open there and was able to find Brady Ward on the sideline for a big pass completion and first down. Ball is going to be marked at the 44-yard line as Rosehill is already up, ready to go. He gets the ball in the shotgun, throws it out to the flat. Anthony Wilder in the flat makes the first man miss, but a good open field tackle by number 14, Noah Box, to stop what could have been a good play as Anthony broke the first tackle, but a nice open field tackle there by Noah. 5-yard gain on the pass play there to Anthony. That's going to bring up second down and 5. Similar formation for the Eagles, twins with Joe in the shotgun. He fakes hands off to Kyle Flores. Joe takes it himself up the middle, still on his feet, past the first down yards, across into Bronco territory, past the 40-yard line. I'm not sure if that was a design play or not. That might have been a busted play where he did not get the handoff to Kyle in time, but was able to make the play anyway by just running the hole where Kyle was supposed to. So we got twins again, formation. Joe's ready to receive the snap in the shotgun. Does get the handoff to Kyle. Sidesteps at the stretch. Big gain on the play, about 12 yards down the field, but we've got multiple flags on the play, as that's going to probably be a hold against Rosehill. That's what it was. So that's going to be a hold against the offense, as that was a first down play. So that's going to be a 10-yard penalty at the spot of the foul, which was a little bit into the run. So that's going to bring up first down and 15 or 16 or so to get the first down. So 10-yard penalty on the hold there. Backs Rosehill up for a long first down. They break the huddle, not in a hurry up here. Joe in the shotgun, back to pass, and he has Brady Ward again on the outside. Brady Ward's trying to fight and making him bring it down, and that's going to be a big gain that gets a lot of the yardage back. Not enough for the first down, but about a 15-yard pass completion, 12-yard pass completion. So that'll bring up second down and a manageable 3 yards as Joe Johnson and Brady Ward have hooked up several times so far. And that's going to be a pass attempt out to the side to number 13 for the Eagles, Aaron Evans, a freshman. Ball goes over his head just a little bit. And that's going to bring up third down and 3. As Rosehill chooses to get a play in from the sidelines this time and not go with the hurry-up offense after the incompletion. So they're going to go trips to the 2 in the backfield. A little confusion on the setup right here. Joe in the shotgun. Oh, we got movement on the line. Looks like it's going to be a false start on the offense. Offensive line moves first. Whenever you get an offensive lineman name called out, it's usually never a good thing. That would happen to be, unfortunately, on number 58, Tommy Dial, senior lineman. Rarely makes a mistake on that offensive line. He's been a 3-year, maybe a 4-year starter on the offensive line, so a rare mistake there. That'll back up 3rd down and 8. As Joe's back to pass. He's looking, and did not get enough on that ball. It's gonna fall incomplete. Attempted to number 18, Sam Swain. So that's going to bring up 4th down, and it might be a territory where the coaches are going to think about going for this because it's going to be hard. You're not going to gain a whole lot of yardage on the punt and just outside of field goal range. So Coach Christian Lane is going to send Joe back out on the field for the offense for Rosehill. They're going to take a shot at this 4th down conversion. So big play here, 9 minutes to go in the ball game, as it's going to be trips to the left side as Joe's getting his man. He's got his man, number 6, Ben Nicholson, on the catch, keeps his feet, and goes in for the score. So that's a touchdown for Rosehill on a great pass by Joe Johnson in coverage. Ben Nicholson was able to come down with it, keep his feet in bounds, and go down the sideline for a touchdown for Rosehill. So just when the Broncos thought they would get the ball back, Rosehill comes up with a big 4th down play. Not only the conversion, but a touchdown pass from Joe Johnson to Ben Nicholson to get Rosehill with a good lead going into the 4th quarter as Brady Ward comes in for the extra point. Ben Nicholson to hold Jaden Johnson on the snap. Snap is low again. Brady Ward and up and through for the extra point. So Rosehill offense, a couple of miscues, but all in all, a great offensive performance for this half by the Eagles as they've gotten it going. They've gone to a hurry-up offense. They've called some run plays just at the right time. Joe Johnson, the sophomore quarterback, hit his senior receivers, Brady Ward and Ben Nicholson, for that scoring drive, and that gives Rosehill 31, Bay Area Broncos 7. So 8 minutes to go in the ball game. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We'd like to thank some of our sponsors, Helping Hands Lawn Service in Waller, Texas, attorney Lee Van Richardson, Prairie View Athletic Club, Prairie View National Alumni Association, the Temple of Refuge Ministries, Diva Feet Skin Conditioner, and Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union at 203 Mill Street in Waller, Texas. So Brady Ward in for the kickoff. Oh, looks like we're going to have our freshman, Ramsey Shariah, making his first varsity kickoff, number 20, and gets it down the field for a nice squibber. That's going to be tough to handle as it's bouncing to the 10-yard line. He's going to be returning it back, down sidestep, still on his feet, trying to make the play. Number 5 on the return there, number Bryce, as freshman Ramsey Shariah gets his first varsity kick. And we have a player down for the Broncos as trainers run out. Not sure what the number is, but the Rosehill, Doc Newman from Willowbrook Methodist is out there to help as well. He was in the area where the play was made, so he might have been at the bottom of the pile. We hope the best for that young man. I'd like to remind you that this is a live broadcast. The live line is 857-777-0004. We're going to try to broadcast every varsity football game for Rosehill this year, home and away. Next week's game is home against Tomball Warriors homeschool team. It is Rosehill's homecoming game, so if you're able to come out, please join us. And if you're not able to come out, then join us on the Open Mic Broadcast Network as the injured player, number 14 for the Bay Area Broncos, is sophomore Noah Box. He is leaving the field under some assistance, but is able to walk off under his own power. So Bay Area comes to the line of scrimmage with 8 minutes, 45 seconds still left to go in the ball game. Quarterback number 4, Adam Atwell, under center, as he hands the ball off. Number 2 met in the backfield by number 40, David Barbado, and is going to stop him with no gain as initial hit was behind the line of scrimmage. And he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage for no gain, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Broncos. Quarterback under center. Hands off in the backfield, and short gain on the play. Number 8, senior Dalton Briggs, and brought down by number 50, Austin Kappelman. So that'll be a short gain on the play, so that'll bring up a long 3rd down, 3rd and 8 for the Broncos. The ball is at the 32-yard line in their own territory. Quarterback comes under center. Misdirection play to number 16. He breaks the line of scrimmage, and he's off. It's a race. Reed Hauser is trying to track him down and stays with the play, but a big gain on the play by number 81, again, down to the 20-yard line on that little delayed misdirection play up the middle that Gannon Phillips hits again for another long gain down deep into Rosehill territory, down to the 23-yard line. So a big 3rd down conversion and a big gain for the Broncos as they're threatening to score here. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line in Rosehill territory. Ball handoff to number 2 in the backfield. He's going around the outside past the line of scrimmage, about a 4-yard gain. Not sure. Reed Hauser on the tackle around the outside. That's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Broncos. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the game as they're trying to get on the scoreboard from their initial opening drive. The Broncos have not put together an offensive drive since their first one that they marched down the field. Rosehill has held them to that first initial score. Quarterback comes under center. Takes the ball, quick handoff up the middle, met at the line of scrimmage. And number 31, Garrett Hargrove, on the stop for a short loss. So that's going to bring up another key 3rd down conversion for the Broncos. The ball was marked at the 20-yard line. So you have to think if they don't convert here that they're going to go for the 4th down on this, being this far down and down in this field position. A field goal really doesn't help them here, whether they get this 3rd down. He's going to go out for the pass. He's got a man in the corner, but overthrows him. He was open briefly, but pretty good coverage over there on the outside by Chase Barron. And quarterback really had to throw it where only his receiver could catch it. And it was just too far over his head to fall incomplete. So that'll bring up 4th down for Bay Area as they are going to send the field goal out. Looks like number 4, Adam Atwell, is going to attempt. The ball is going to be at the 20-yard line. Hold is going to be at the 27, so it's going to be a 37-yard attempt for Adam Atwell. High hold, and looks like Rosehill got a piece of it. David Barbado got a piece of it. Flags are down. David Barbado definitely got a piece of that, and it was going to be ruled that they got interference on the kicker, but because he got at the ball and the ball was tipped, and then he hit the kicker, the penalty got waived off. So Rosehill, as Bay Area was threatening to get a score here, Rosehill defense holds, and they make a good special teams play to get the ball back in their offense's hands, and the ball will be marked at the 20-yard line for Rosehill. 1st and 10, 5 minutes, 35 seconds left to go in the ball game. Rosehill Eagles on top, 31-7. Timeout called by the Eagles. Looks like they had some personnel confusion there. I don't think they had enough players, or not everybody was in the ball game in the right position, so they were forced to take a timeout as opposed to getting a penalty and back them up further. They don't want to be past the 20-yard line in their own territory. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, voice of student athletes since 2002. Help support our athletes and highlight your business by becoming a sponsor today. Dial 832-213-8824. Join our Facebook page. Also, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Okay, after the timeout, Rosehill has got the personnel they want in the game. Joe Johnson back in at quarterback in the shotgun. He's going to go back to pass. He's under heavy pressure, somehow gets the ball away with pretty much people around his feet. His intended target was number 6, Ben Nicholson, but just a little to about 5 yards to the outside and not able to get the completion. But Joe was strong enough to keep his legs underneath him and get the ball out for an incomplete pass. So he didn't lose any yards on the play. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 on the incompletion. 5 minutes, 28 seconds left to go in the game. Rosehill up 31-7, 2nd and 10. Similar formation for the Eagles. Trends both sides. He's going to hand off. Ball up the middle. That's going to be freshman running back number 13, Aaron Evans, on a big gain for the Rosehill Eagles. One of their longest runs of the game by freshman number 13, Aaron Evans, with his first carry as a varsity player. And it's a good one for about 25 yards, which brings the ball close to midfield. So that'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 45-yard line. 5 minutes left to go in the game. As Joe Johnson in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off again to Aaron Evans up the middle. Keeps his feet going for another 10-yard gain, or just thereabouts, close to the mark. So Aaron Evans, a freshman with 2 carries, with a total of about 35 yards of rushing offense. So another good play, just short of the first down. So that's going to be about a 9-yard carry. It'll be 2nd and 1 as they get the ball into the Broncos territory. Ball is marked at the 46-yard line as the Eagles come to the line of scrimmage. Joe Johnson in the game as quarterback. He hands off again to number 13, Aaron Evans, and he breaks another one, still on his feet, down to the 20-yard line. Aaron Evans just clicking off yardage at will for the young freshman. They're showing the seniors how to get it done. Another big gain down inside the red zone for the Eagles. Aaron Evans on the carry 1st and 10 for the Eagles as they threaten another score in the fourth quarter. 4 minutes left to go in the game.
Are these just Troy Rains holdouts?
Some more personnel change for the Eagles as Joe Johnson in the shotgun takes the snap. And again, Aaron Evans gets the call, stays on his feet, and is still fighting. Still not going down after his initial hit. He's getting some good quality yards here. Another 8 yards for the freshman. Just about single-handedly running the offense for this time. Running behind his big offensive line, finding the holes.
Well, that's not saying much.
So it'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Eagles. Ball is near the 10-yard line as they're threatening to score once again here in the fourth quarter. Joe takes the snap, hands it to Aaron Evans again. He's met near the line of scrimmage, is able to get a couple. It's going to be close to the first down. Looks like it's going to be just short. So that's going to be 3rd down for the Eagles. Ball is going to be near the 10-yard line. So if they do get a first down here, it's going to be inside the 10-yard line and first down goal to goal if they convert on this very short 3rd down conversion. Just about, it looks like they're going to take a measurement here. It's that close. Looks like I think they're going to be about a football short. Yep, they're short of the first down by about the length of the football. So a short 3rd down conversion attempt here for the Eagles deep into Bay Area territory. 3 minutes left to go in the ball game as Rosehill Eagles is on top 31-7. And Rosehill's offense has been the story of this second half. They were on the field for a long time and wore down the Bay Area defense. They're trying to keep their offense on the field here through the end of the game as they line up for a 3rd down conversion. Hands the ball off again. Aaron Evans met behind the line of scrimmage this time. He twists and turns and tries to get to the first down. It's going to be close.
Number 13 looks again with the ball.
And Bay Area looks like they still no signal from the referee, but I think Aaron, even though he was met behind the line of scrimmage, he was able to get across the 10-yard line for the first down. So they only needed about the length of the football, and I think they got 2 lengths of the football, so about 1.5 yards for a first down conversion for the Eagles. That's going to be under 2 minutes left to go in the ball game as the Eagles are at the 10-yard line, first down goal to goal. As Joe Johnson back to pass, he's going to throw the ball to number 10, and he's in for the score. That's going to be number 10, John Dickinson, in for the score for Rosehill. That's going to be his first reception as a varsity player. That's a sophomore. Number 10, John Dickinson, in for the score for Rosehill. Uh-oh. Do we have a penalty? Penalty on the Eagles for holding, so that's going to be bring that score back, and they're going to back them up outside the 10-yard line now, so it's going to be, ball is going to be marked at the 13-yard line, first down and goal to go at the 13. Joe Johnson still in, but got a bunch of freshmen and sophomores in right now. And he's going to launch the ball way outside the corner. Joe put a little too much mustard on that one. Was just going to make sure that wasn't going to get intercepted with just 1:23 left to go in the game. So that ball falls harmlessly incomplete, about 15 yards out of the field of play. So there's no threat there. So we're just going to take second down. And at the 13-yard line, shotgun formation. Going to let the play clock run down. Game clock is stopped, so he's going to hand the ball off again to Aaron Evans. Third thing. But I tell you what, he refuses to go down, met behind the line of scrimmage by several Broncos players, and is able to surge and push the pile forward for a positive game. So the young freshman is not only showing some toughness, a little speed, but a little bit of toughness and power too. Game clock is under 40 seconds now to go in the fourth quarter as Rosehill has the ball at the 10-yard line. They have the lead 31-7 as this is going to be the last play of the game as they're going to go pretty much into the victory formation shotgun as Joe takes the snap, holds his down and downs the knee with 22 seconds left to go in the ball game, as that's going to bring maybe a close to the game. The referees say yes, that is going to be the ball game. So Rosehill, after a good game last week, and they fell short to the number one Shiner, a little bit slow start for the first half, but the offense really got clicking in the second half, and they were able to come out on top over the Bay Area Broncos 31-7. Bay Area played a good game by Rosehill. Hopefully some of the players that were down on the field is not going to have any long-term injuries, and a very well-fought ball game by both teams as they are going to the field looking at each other, doing congratulatory efforts to both teams. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us. If y'all would like to hang out here for a little bit, I think Mike is going to be coming back in from the studio to give some highlights and updates from around the district and other games that are going on tonight. I am going to try to get a post-game interview from Coach Krantz to talk about the game, maybe last week. Certainly want to talk about this game and then what they've got looking for the schedule next week.
Good job, Clay Nicholson. I'm sorry. The Rosehill Christian Eagles able to flip the script around in the second half of play. 10-7 was the lead at halftime, and the Eagles turned it on and didn't turn it off with the final score of 31-7, pitching a shutout in the second half of the game. Strong performance by the Eagles on tonight as we try to give you some scores from around the Waller County area. Late in the fourth quarter, we finally got a score update for the Royal Falcons. Royal Falcons victorious over not victorious, but they're leading late in the fourth quarter over the Reagan Raiders by a score of 16-0. The last score we had for the Waller Bulldogs, they were hosting the Tomball Cougars, and that score had the Cougars on top by the score of 37-21. A game of interest in the Taps area, and especially for the Rosehill Christian Eagles. The Tomball Homeschool Warriors are taking on the Brazos Christian Eagles, and that game was actually a back and forth. Last report we had was Brazos Christian Eagles were leading by the score of 32-24 in the fourth quarter. We got some other scores that we want to try to get you up to speed on in the world here of Friday Night Lights in the Waller County, Texas area, right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We may mention that Tomball was leading the Waller Bulldogs, but then you have Snook had a hard time tonight as they were at Burton, and they are losing by the score of 36-0 late in the fourth quarter. Other scores from around the area will have Tompkins and Magnolia West in a pretty stiff competition. Right now, it is Tompkins with the score of 28-13 over Magnolia. That is late in the fourth quarter. A lot of these games that we're going to be mentioning are going to be late in the fourth quarter, as it is late in the evening. Westbrook taking on Tomball Memorial, and Tomball Memorial is holding them off right now by the score of 59-49. It is definitely a wild shootout at Tomball Memorial. Other scores that we can bring you up to speed on, we'll have the Brenham Cubs, who were at Magnolia. They are trailing right now to Magnolia with 7:24 remaining in the fourth quarter by the score of 35-10. We have Anderson Shiro was hosting tonight. Who is this? Newton. I'm sorry. Yeah, they were hosting Newton, and Newton poured it on and often over the Fighting Owls by the score of 62-0. Hempstead Bobcats had a bye on today. They'll be back in action on next week. Montgomery leading right now over Dayton by the score of 23-14. There's no more information from the Reagan Royal game as they are headed deep into the fourth quarter there. Somerville Yewas are trailing Iola Bulldogs right now as they are deep into the third quarter. That score is 36-28. Iola Bulldogs over the Somerville Yewas. Other scores will have, I think that's it. Oh, we got one more here. What's this? This is the Katy Tigers. Katy Tigers, high school perennial, leading George Ranch by a score of 26-14. So there are your scores from around the area, brought to you by the Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union, as we give our roundup and wrap-ups of tonight's action between the Tomball Rosehill Christian Eagles and the Bay Area Christian Broncos. 31-7 is our final score. It sounds like we might have Clay back with us. Clay, you got Coach with you?
No, I just wanted to give you a brief update. They're going through their celebratory talks here and going through the coaches. Coach Krantz is usually the last ones to finish up here. They're going through that, but I just wanted to give you a few highlights. Some of the outstanding players of the game I could maybe go through. Brady Ward, the kicker, had a big game tonight. Also, too, this was his first year to play receiver and had a great 5 or 6 great receptions as receiver. Ben Nicholson had a good game with a couple of touchdowns, and he had a tough job holding tonight for Brady. Our normal center was out with an injury, so a good performance by them. We had a lot of freshmen that got to play in the game with a big play from a freshman running back, Aaron Evans. Had some good out. So a good team victory after they settled down on the first half. They were a little tight after playing Shiner. They played Shiner last night, a big game. They were running on emotions last night. So you always worry about after a big game, how are they going to react? And I think they were a little tight in the first half, came out in the second half, settled down on their offense, got stingy with the defense, and then just had a good second half of football.
Absolutely. Well, the big turnaround, when you get the turnover, you get the quick score, and the Eagles never look back. some explosive plays.
That really was a key. They that first initial drive, they hit some pretty good plays for about 15 yards, and they went on the hurry-up offense and just really had the defense on their heels that whole first drive. And then the defense was going to hopefully get a rest, and they get a big turnover right after that and put the offense right back on the play. So within their first two offensive possessions, they got 14 points just right off the bat to start the second half. And you're right, they never looked back from there. They were kind of clicking on all cylinders there.
Oh, to be a fly in the wall at halftime on what Coach Krantz had to say to get these guys motivated to come back with a full-charged engine, opened up from beginning to end. It was a very physical game, and it seemed like that the Eagles took advantage of the disadvantage of being a little bit smaller but faster and went on the fast attack to try to wear down that Bronco defense.
Yeah, they really did, and that is true. We have a mix. We probably have the biggest offensive line that we've ever had in the school history, but we also have one of the smallest defensive lines. So, they do rely on quickness and getting to the ball. So they were able to figure that out on the second half and get it done. So it looks like they've got their congratulatory deals going on. I'm going to switch over here so I can see if I can get Coach Krantz here for.
We're live right now from Tomball, Rosehill. The Christian Eagles victorious over the the Bay Area Christian Broncos by the score of 31-7, trying to get Coach Dennis Krantz lined up now with Clay Nicholson, who is the voice of the Rosehill Christian Eagles right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We are dedicated to our student athletes throughout the surrounding area and been serving the community since 2002. You can be a part of a powerful thing that we have in supporting and undergirding the broadcast that we do here by simply becoming a listening partner. Go to the website at obnradio.com, click on the donation button, and you become a listening partner. Just that simple. We are open to whatever is laid upon your heart. If you can do, fine. If not, keep on listening. Spread that love around. The website is obnradio.com, and our YouTube page is Open Mic Broadcast Network. That's OPEN, capital MIC, all running together, Broadcast Network. Subscribe to that channel. You'll get a chance to catch the rebroadcast of these games. We have Coach Dennis Krantz on our live Sunday evening show, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. You can get caught up on the week that was and the week that will lie ahead. Huge battle coming up for the Eagles as they will be taking on the Warriors, who are having a little trouble tonight with the Brazos Christian Eagles, losing by the score of 32-24 last we checked in the fourth quarter. Other Tomball and Waller County area scores, the Tomball Cougars leading the Waller Bulldogs, our last report, had 37-21. Cougars on top at Waller Bulldog Stadium. The Royal Falcons, going into that fourth quarter, were leading the Reagan Raiders by the score of 16-0. There was a bye week for the Hempstead Bobcats. They'll be back in action on next week. Right now, waiting to get back with Clay Nicholson and head football coach Dennis Krantz. Huge night again from the special teams play. Got a muff punt to set up a scoring opportunity. Also was able to get a couple of field goal attempts by Mr. Brady. Brady showing strong legs, some range. Missed from 42, but he hit from 43 on last week. He connected on 34 tonight. 1 or 2 from the field goal attempts. 2 or 3 collectively on the year. So sign of a good team is having some strong special teams, and it appears that the Eagles are heading in the right direction. Friday night action here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're going to try to get you some more scores and updates gathered in here as we go through and as they say, check around the globe. No update as of yet with the Christian Eagles of Brazos and the Tomball homeschool. 32-24 was the score there. We'll go back and check some of the public school scores in the area, see if anything has changed of late. Right now, you have the Oak Ridge is holding on to a 3-point lead right now over Stratford by the score of 25-22, as it looks like Morton Ranch is doing battle with Paytow right now in the Katy area, and it appears that Paytow is holding on by the score of 38-35 late in the fourth quarter. You also have Lake Creek. They are trailing right now at Porter in the fourth quarter by the score of 33-21. Another scoring update, Magnolia pulling away now from Brenham. In fact, it just went final. Magnolia 35, Brenham 10. That's a final score. Be sure to catch up on all the latest scores, updates, and reports right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. The handles are at the Mike Prince Show. TheMikePrince Show, all running together. You can click and follow us on Twitter. We'll keep you up to speed, give you scoring updates, coaching interviews, highlights for players, and all kind of coverage. We cover everything that you can imagine when it comes to local and regional, high school, and collegiate sports. Volleyball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, wrestling. We cover it all right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community since 2002 through faith and athletics. I think that's going to be a wrap for us on tonight. Once again, the Rosehill Christian Eagles standing in the winner's circle, victorious over the Bay Area Christian Broncos. 31-7 was our final score. 10-7 at the half. The Eagles add 21 points to solidify the win on tonight. Their record will improve to 1-1. The Broncos' record will fall to 1-2. The Battle of Tomball this coming Friday, or next Friday, we should say. 7 p.m. is the scheduled kickoff time. Right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the Eagles and the Warriors in a battle of taps, football dominance in the Tomball area. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us on tonight. Our sponsors, Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union, Attorney Lee Van Richardson, Diva Skin Conditioner, Temple of Refuge Ministries, Helping Hands Lawn Service, Prairie View Athletic Club. We also want to thank the Rosehill Christian Boosters Club. We want to thank you, the listeners, for joining in with us on tonight. And be sure to join us each and every day for local and regional high school and collegiate coverage in the surrounding areas. On behalf of Clay Nicholson, Dennis Krantz, head football coach at Rosehill, and the Open Mic Broadcast Network, I am the doctor, the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Thank you guys for joining in with us. To all a good night. Be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.